Hello, what is good, everybody? It's Ishmael here. I have one couple of interesting topics today. I wanted to get started with a developing story coming out of Sports Illustrated. Essentially, what happened was Quinton Dunbar and Deandre Baker, two defensive backs who play for the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants, respectively, have been accused. I'm not even sure if accused is the right word, but essentially, it's alleged that they paid off the victims of a crime they committed. And the crime occurred on May 13th. It was an armed robbery of a party. DeAndre Baker was seen pointing a semi-automatic gun at one of the party's attendees asking for valuables. And what happened was that they pretty much robbed four people. And the development is that a warrant obtained by the Daily News essentially gave us evidence or cited evidence, including video footage and direct messages that allegedly shows a witness named Dominic Johnson oversaw payoffs to Baker and Dunbar's four victims on May 15th. This happened at the office of Dunbar's attorney, Michael Greco. So what happened was there was a lot of a series of messages that were incriminating on, I guess, Instagram DMs. Not a great place to do this. But the four victims have provided sworn testaments saying they were paid off to take back their initial testimonies again. And more specifically, one victim says he was paid $30,000, another says he was paid $20,000, and while the third says he was only paid $5,000 and gave half to a fourth victim. Okay, so this is really confusing to me. So essentially, just to recap here, on May 13th, Quinton Dunbar and DeAndre Baker commit armed robbery. All right, they pull up to a party with guns and ask for valuables. It's hard to say what exactly is happening here. Maybe their attorney just sucks, because what I thought would happen in a case like this is that there's some sort of agreement between the victims and the perpetrators. So usually what happens is the victims and the perpetrators agree to file a civil suit instead of a criminal suit, which the state handles. So the victims in that case would rescind the charges or would drop charges. And then what would happen is the settlement would be approved in a civil court. Okay? I'm actually not quite certain about the legality of paying the victims and just asking them to lie to police, which is what seems to be happening here. If you see where I'm going, it's very confusing, but also very interesting. If I'm Dunbar, I'm firing my lawyer tomorrow. There might be other aspects at play here. Maybe a PR team told him to do this. As we know, PR teams are the ultimate influencers today. You go into a civil court, there's still going to be evidence being put forth and discovery that could be leaked. So I don't know, a very odd situation overall. I don't see anything too wrong with this. If the victims agree to take money, they agree to take money from the people who committed a crime against them, and in return they have to drop their charges. That doesn't seem wrong to me. But it looks like they just went about it the wrong way. Like I said, the victims, what usually happens is that they drop criminal charges, they file a civil suit, and then they reach a settlement out of court. So, I don't know, very odd situation. I really don't know what to think. You know, the NFL players have had a rough offseason. I guess everyone's bored. Also, Pac-12 just announced there is only intra-league play, and I believe the same is with the Big Ten. And Ivy Leagues have dropped all fall sports. And Stanford has also dropped 9 of their varsity sports out of, I believe, 36. Okay, moving on to the next little update here. Obviously, huge story with Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect has been banned permanently from Twitch. Now, the ban occurred about 2 weeks ago, and essentially no one knows what the heck is going on. I'm going to leave a link to the last 30 seconds of Dr. Disrespect's stream. Unfortunately, I could not post it to the video you're watching right now. I'm sorry about that, but it's very odd. Dr. Disrespect just has a sudden change in mood after looking down at his phone, and in the last 30 seconds of his last stream, he says phrases like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get through this," and then he just abruptly ends the stream after screaming "fuck." So something's going on. I'm not sure what. I'll read you a tweet from a reporter here who says, "From my own sources," this is a Shannon Z Killer on Twitter. "From my own sources, Doc is indeed done, and not just on Twitch. I know why and cannot say, but this is serious." So what this implies is that this reporter has been told something that is incredibly serious, and that if the reporter were to leak what she has been told, then this would put her career at line. Because usually what happens when someone's been banned from Twitch is that there's a bunch of leaks coming out. Oh, he was temporarily banned because of copyright or because of bad language, something minor that isn't putting your career on the line if you're wrong about. Okay? So her saying, "I know why and cannot say," this is because there needs to be real there's real consequences for what Doc is being accused of here. And she cannot simply go out on a limb and hope that her sources are right, because that would put her career in jeopardy, if you follow what I'm saying. So obviously he's being accused of some pretty dark stuff, it seems. In the past, it's hard to bring it up, but he was found cheating on his wife, which is sad. That's really sad. And Doc's been going through some stuff. I love Doc. I think he's hilarious. And more interesting, what a couple days ago, streamer Nick Merckx, I believe he's a big Fortnite guy, he was on stream and someone claiming to be Dr. Disrespect donated and said Twitch needed a scapegoat. Now, whether this was Dr. Disrespect or not is unclear. It probably wasn't Dr. Disrespect, but assuming it was, I could believe that Twitch is not a good faith actor here. I mean, we've seen Twitch do things like refuse to ban Alinity for like feeding alcohol to her cat. Alinity's a big female streamer, Twitch thought. People who have done much less than that have been permanently banned. And so it seems there seems to be a lot of bias within within Twitch's operation, and they don't seem to always be acting in good faith. But one of the big indicators that something is actually very serious here is that Twitch actually refunded all the subscribers to Dr. Disrespect. So it's clear to me that this is very serious, and the man Doc is under some intense pressure here. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. A very dynamic situation with Dr. Disrespect. Definitely look into it for yourself. I think it's really interesting, considering he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Quinton Dunbar and Deandre Baker. You guys need a new lawyer. All right, once again, this is Ishmael. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about all this.
We on.
Feeling rich right now.
Who are you, Snoop Dogg in a green room? I be on the miles. I be on the miles with that yak hard yesterday, Skip. I don't even know where you sitting at. Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined.